Hey, some stunning video out of California showing this supermoon rising above a mountain range while an American flag waves in the wind. Oh, very poetic, right? It's appropriate for this time of the year. This was captured last night in San Juan Bautista, east of Monterey Bay. The supermoon occurs when the moon is closest to the Earth. NASA says the phenomenon was at its peak at 7:38 Eastern time this morning. That's when the moon is directly opposite the sun in Earth-based longitude.
Wow.
Wow. That's
I mean,
a lot of science.
even in my drive-in this morning, it was beautiful.
It was nice that we could see it, right?
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
clear.
And we talked about it this morning, but I guess that orange tint is also due to the wildfire smoke from Canada. So that's kind of given that color a little bit.
Yeah, that's why it looked like Halloween and 4th of July combined in that one
All the
shot.
holidays.
It did, yeah. Yeah, some of that smoke and that lingering haze can give an orange tint to sunrises and sunsets as well. But our air quality is actually improving. We're at 38 right now for the AQI, which is considered in the good category. That being said, I actually see an air quality alert going into effect for all 5 boroughs in New York City due to some ozone issues, but the wildfire smoke isn't an issue. Now we got to talk temperature because this is a big story. This is actual air temperature. We're at 82 in Central Park and White Plains, 84 for Islip. But check out Belmar at 88, Wrightstown at 88, same for Newark. And this is the heat index. This is what it actually feels like. In Belmar right now, feeling like 98 degrees. So this is a combination of the temperature and the humidity, feeling like 90 right now for Islip. So it feels really toasty out there, hot and humid, a lot of moisture in the air. It's very sticky. Radar right now is dry. We were watching a few light showers earlier this morning, but it looks like we're mostly dry right now. That being said, there's still a lot of activity off to our west, and the thunderstorm threat is there as we move into this afternoon and evening. As far as the severe weather risk, all of the tri-state area could see some thunderstorms tonight. A level 2 slight risk for severe weather for central and south Jersey, and this is where we're looking at the potential for some of those stronger storms to maybe turn severe, and it's not out of the question for New York City and our northern suburbs. We're just going to have to kind of wait and see what develops as we move into this afternoon and evening. So stay weather aware as these storms start to develop. It looks like for most of the day, it's just a few of these passing showers. And then as we move toward the evening, that's when some of these storms could get a little strong and, yes, potentially severe. But you see the coverage isn't all that widespread. It remains fairly hit and miss through the remainder of tonight. Overnight into tomorrow morning, we'll calm down. And then tomorrow afternoon, we're right back there with the scattered storms. Once again, it doesn't look all that widespread or consistent. So we're not saying cancel those outdoor plans, but you have to remain weather aware, keep an eye to the sky so that if you are at the beach, at the pool, you can head indoors if you do hear that thunder start to rumble. The good news about the timing here is we really seem to dry out just in time for fireworks shows tomorrow night. So although tonight we have that thunderstorm threat that continues into later this evening, tomorrow we actually trend drier. As far as the particular storm threats today, drenching downpours that can lead to localized flooding, that's in play. We got a lot of moisture to work with and some potentially damaging wind gusts as well. For south and central Jersey, small hail. We can't rule out the possibility of some isolated spin-ups, but we're mainly looking at the potential flooding risk and the wind risk tonight with the gusty winds. So here's the hour by hour. For the next few, it's just a mix of sun and clouds and a few spotty showers. It's this evening that we really start to see that thunderstorm threat increase. So today, very warm and humid. Those heavy storms moving into tonight. Our beaches definitely warm enough for it, right? You see low 80s, but keep in mind the rip current risk. Most of the area is moderate, but for south-facing beaches, so Atlantic beaches in Suffolk County, the rip current risk is high. Tonight, a heavy gusty thunderstorm early, and then tomorrow it's just back to that hit or miss thunderstorm activity. Now I want to show you the fireworks forecast. This is important, and it looks like the timing really works out tomorrow where we dry out just in time for the fireworks. So that's kind of hope. We're not saying it's all dry all day long, but it's not enough to cancel those plans.
I know a lot of people are keeping a very keep eye on that forecast.
And we are too. But like what we've seen for the past several days, not an all-day storm event, so we're okay to keep the plans. Just keep your eye to the sky.
Fingers crossed.
Maybe an umbrella handy.
Yes.
Well, still ahead on Eyewitness News at noon. Get that gator. How authorities wrangled an unwelcome visitor that snuck in through the doggy door. No, thank you.
And I agree with that. How'd you like to be under the sea where scientists discovered a rare nursery?